Hello everyone, happy end of summer. I finally have some time to do some readings now that I have some free time with school going back into session and my son going back to school. There's a bunch of chaos and noise, so I actually have time to do this for you. I have 3 piles for you to choose from today. This is pile 1, this is pile 2, this is pile 3. If you ever need more time to make your selection, just pause the video. This is going to be a reading about what's going on in your connection right now. So current energies and your romantic connection. The intention is for a romantic connection. This was a requested video from one of my subscribers. Again, if you need more time to make your selection, just pause the video. I'm going to get started with pile 1 now. These over here. All right. So pile 1, let's see, we have the King of Crystals with that heart chakra activation, it looks like. We have the 7 of Cups. The desert could be significant. Also waterfalls or the mountains could be significant here. I'm getting emotions with this as well. Queen of Wands. Okay. And then the Chariot. So I'll hold these up for you. All right. So let me just kind of put these up here for a second. So straight away, what I'm getting with this is there is going to be movement here. If you're in like a heterosexual coupling here, also you could just take it as energies, but what I'm getting just with the images here, masculine, feminine energy, I feel like the masculine is having a heart activation right now and learning to speak from the heart. This is some sort of karmic loop or karmic cycle that this person is dealing with right now. Recognizing wish fulfillment, and even though there are many options, I feel like I'm getting like a diamond. I'm hearing a diamond in the rough type of thing. I'm getting an energy where the masculine is recognizing wish fulfillment. And then this is kind of similar energy here for the feminine. So I feel like the feminine is finally standing, and this is kind of giving me not dark feminine, but really embracing sensuality, really embracing shadow, or integrating shadow energy here. This might be something like a passion project or something that the feminine is putting out there, collaborating, whatever this is. The feminine is more in the like focusing on business almost. Also having options as well. I feel like both of you have options, but understand the significance of the union or the relationship. The masculine could have been holding on to a past union is what I'm getting, and weighing pros and cons could have been something in this. I feel like the masculine gets information in nature as well. Again, I'm getting heavily that the desert could be significant here. I just heard, is it Sonora? Now I'm hearing Sedona. That could also be significant. And you see, that's kind of the background here for this feminine as well. So I feel like the feminine has gone through a dark night of the soul. That's what I was trying to say earlier, and it just wasn't coming out. So dark night of the soul energy, and like really embracing this, really trusting her intuition and going after passion projects. The feminine could be working on a business venture right now, I'm hearing. I don't know if this has anything to do with sacred geometry or like really getting philosophical as well. I feel like the feminine is kind of past the awakening, past the shadow, and the masculine is sort of catching up. So I feel like that's the energy that's happening here. Like understanding connectedness, understanding oneness, understanding, I'm hearing duality as well, that both things could be true. Learning balance, proper balance, what to put energy into, what to work on, what to let go. I'm saying let go in like the past. Maybe the masculine was focused on the past and learning to operate from the heart space. Just because this is reminding me of like 4 of Pentacles. And it's just like holding on to something tightly. Could also be balancing money as well. I'm kind of getting tattoos could be significant just because of sort of the pattern I'm seeing on his chest here. Now, the feminine, you could have changed your style. The feminine energy could have changed the style. If you're the masculine watching, the feminine could have changed style. Hair is significant. This is also, it's making me think of the significance of longer hair and energy in hair. The crown really being protected. And boundaries. I'm getting boundaries, or the aura is just radiating differently here. I'm hearing also like taming the beast, or you've got a spirit guide that's really helping with this. I keep saying you, so I feel like the feminines might be watching this more than the masculines, but take it as it resonates. And I'm seeing movement, freedom as well. I just heard let freedom ring. So I don't know if this could be somebody from America, could be significant here. But the movement happening here. Something about the moon cycle or the full moon could be significant. So the next full moon, whenever you're watching this, could be significant, or you'll get action or movement, expression, joy. Sort of like the wheel of fortune, like the wheel turning is what I'm getting. And again, having options, or and then this could be the feminine as well, like many passion projects, and that bringing wish fulfillment. And then the masculine energy here, like recognizing, like being vulnerable and recognizing the emotions and letting the emotions come out finally, like an outpouring almost. And I feel, again, the masculine is very much activated in nature here. The feminine, I think, is as well, but I feel like the feminine energy here is really in the heart space, really, really into the spiritual side of things, communicating like philosophical things. And I'm noticing this here as well. I feel like you and this masculine could have a telepathic communication, a bond, and again, completing karmic cycles. And there's something regarding like the masculine and what the focus, these are making me think of little moons now. So the masculine focusing on fear, the masculine could be dealing with anxiety as well, and he's learning to tap into the heart space. I feel like the feminine is more balanced and sort of leading the masculine. So the masculine could resonate with wolf energy, dog, like year of the dog, could be significant for the masculine, and just guiding others through dark nights of the soul, guiding the masculine through the dark night. And there is movement here. It's a rare connection as well. I'm just seeing like this is a unicorn, magical, understanding the magic. And again, I'm getting like the sacred geometry, like the sacredness, the spiritual aspect of this. I feel like the feminine is finally in this. And again, something about maybe changing the style and like aesthetic. Maybe doing your hair a little bit more like this, adorning yourself, I'm hearing, or the female is adorning herself. So that's what's coming through here. Let's see any other stuff coming through. What's going on in this kind of, wow. Okay, yep. So I was getting the mind. I'll read these once I kind of pulled more. Ooh. And that's what I was saying with the feminine and boundaries as well. Like her head is protected. Her crown is protected. No. This one. And that's what I was saying with that chariot. There's going to be movement here, all right? I just said there's going to be movement. Look at that. That is amazing. Wow. And then dig deep. Yep. Sacred union. I did say that. Second chance, third eye power, and power. All right. So this is what's coming through here. All right. So it looks like what was going on in this union, there were definitely some mind games that were happening here. And then also this had to do with like focusing on fear, focusing on the negative mindset. Okay. So it says fear is at the base of mind games and manipulation. Someone's greatest fear is love. That's what I was saying with the masculine. Somebody's greatest fear was love, as it makes them vulnerable. And I said with that waterfall, like this is so significant. Someone is being deceitful in order to get what they want for the least effort in return. So this could have been one of those things where the feminine, again, she learned boundaries, that she has options, not accepting less than she deserves. Okay, so attention seeking is at play in a harmful dynamic. And so the masculine could have been like weighing options, or like not knowing, like trying to get attention from other people instead of focusing on the sacred union. So it is best to disengage from this dynamic and seek support. Mind games can include gaslighting, which leads to severe power loss and spiritual exhaustion. This is a no-win situation. So the feminine could have been like left this. Avoidance, when we're afraid of being abandoned, we try to control how deeply we allow ourselves to love others. And that's heavily what I was getting with the masculine, like the fear of whatever happened in a past relationship that he's still holding on to happening again, and trying to control this situation. And you can't control another person. You can't control a sacred union. It's about getting out of the mind and healing that. Limits have been placed on someone's heart, yeah, as their fear of loss or rejection is too great. If they love too deeply, they risk being hurt and abandoned. It is safer for them to cage their heart at this time. But we're seeing that activation finally with the masculine energy. So stagnant. The energy of this relationship is restricted by fear and old patterns. That's what I was saying, like very karmic in nature, and clearing this out. Someone's mind or heart space is muddy and cluttered. Walls must come down and blocks cleared for the energy to flow in a positive direction. This is a multi-step process of shedding and will require patience. But I said movement with the Chariot card, which we have here. So a higher perspective has been seen and understood, I feel like, by the feminine energy, and she is now activating the masculine energy. Personal blocks have been removed, and it is time to move forward with a sense of renewal. One cycle is finishing and another cycle begins, and I was absolutely feeling that energy with, like I said, like things are about to turn, like Wheel of Fortune energy. So be open to communication and action. Yes. And I noticed the 7 on the Chariot card. So Cancer season could have been significant. Also, Gemini season could have been significant, and July could have also been significant, or this activation really started. I heard a portal. So dig deep. Are you missing information? There is something that needs to be revealed in order to bring new perspective. You may have to be patient. This could be the masculine needing to be more vulnerable, open up emotionally. You may have to be patient and focus on life-affirming situations, people, places, or things as you allow the universe to bring you the information that you require to move forward in a certain situation. Be patient and go with the flow of the universe. Release resistance. And then I said sacred union. So here it is. There is a sacred soul bond at the basis of this relationship. It's like you guys are activating each other. You guys are helping each other heal and clear karma, triggers, things like that. Okay. So there are elements of peace, joy, and grace underneath all the outer workings or illusions of the 3D world. This connection is based in unity and not of separation. So if you guys are going through a separation right now, just know, and that's what we saw with the feminine card, still with the wolf or the dog, and gently guiding, it like still being there, ever present. Okay, so enjoy the support of this special connection in your life, and know that at the heart of it all is love. And I feel, again, that the masculine is seeing that, because we got that in the heart space where it was all illuminated, like the innocence there, because it was also white, like the divine connection, the pure white light, and understanding that. So second chance, someone desires for a clean slate or second chance. There's an opportunity to clear toxic ties, as they have been illuminated and processed. Change is possible based on each party's willingness to let go of the past burdens and fear in their hearts. Maturity has been acquired in matters of the heart, and a new beginning is available with honesty, truth, and healing through love. And this, again, we saw this in the feminine, and then above the masculine's head. So third eye power. Someone is experiencing third eye activation at this time, and their intuition is blossoming. The process of spiritual awakening is occurring through changes and upgrades in their energy field. There may be increased signs and synchronicity to reassure you that your communication to the universe is becoming clearer. You are tuning into a different frequency and expanding your perception of the world. And some of you might be getting a phone call soon, just because I'm getting a phone call right now while I'm recording this. So power, step into your power and allow everything to fall into place for you. Release expectations and remain open to blossoming opportunities. If you find yourself weighed down by burdens of the past, continue to release them as they arise with gentle, loving kindness. You have the power to move forward with grace and confidence. So that's what we have going on here. It showed in the tarot card. So it looks like this has been an activation. This is like a clearing of karmic cycles and things like that. The masculine is awakening, and there's patience required on the feminine's side of this, and not allowing anything to penetrate that aura, that auric field, to the mind space, the mental chatter, not absorbing what the masculine is trying to clear right now, and really knowing that the feminine energy is protected, and there is going to be movement soon, or now, or it's happening now. 7 days could be significant as well. Just because it's the 7 up to 7 months, take it as it resonates for each situation. Okay, so that's what I have for you, pile 1. Let me know if this resonated for you and your situation. If you want to comment below and share any of your story. I really like seeing how these readings connect for all of you in different ways, just because it's a general reading, and I think it's just so fascinating how we're all one and kind of tapped in. If you want to book a private reading with me for more details or anything like that, the link for that is below. In my Etsy shop, if you want to connect with me on Instagram, that is below. All my information is below. If you want to reach out, connect, or book anything with me, links for that are below. So thanks for being here, and love and light. Bye. Alrighty, pile 2. What I have for pile 2. So we have 3 of Swords. It's beautiful colors on this though. Knight of Wands. All right. The Tower and Justice. Gracious. Okay, so straight away, this is giving me the energy of kind of like narcissistic empath type of dynamic. This feels a little bit like past energy, but it could be happening currently or recently happened. Obviously, there was some sort of behavior, in and out behavior, that was really causing heartbreak, and it was really confusing the mind, cluttering the mind. I just heard I don't know if I can say that word on here, but how there's heaven and Hell, and there's God, and then there's the other one. The other one is in the details. I just heard. The fact that I have to censor myself like this is ridiculous. So this could have happened in your relationship, but like YouTube has all these rules and things like that where they'll remove the channel or like not promote or not put something out there if you say one word. It's absolutely ridiculous. Censorship. So that could have been going on here, like somebody not, the feminine possibly not being able to express their voice. It could be like a darker feminine energy as well, just because the feminine has the darker hair here, causing a masculine to shut off. But I feel like in this situation, and again, take it as it resonates. I'm just looking at the cards here. Somebody was operating from their heart space, or there was a heart space activation here. I feel like the masculine was really protecting himself. I'm seeing like the masculine could have been more spiritual or getting activation or downloads or something like that. I'm hearing escapism as well. You guys could have really butted heads. There could have been two feminine energies here, because this is like somebody could have been confused about who a divine feminine was. If this is a masculine watching this, you could have been confused. And maybe there was a feminine with darker hair that caused heartbreak here. That's not going to resonate for everybody, and it could switch the energies. So if you're dealing with a masculine with darker hair, and you're the feminine, that's kind of in an energy of like protection and protecting the heart space here. This came out of nowhere, but really helped activate emotions. Ocean, what is it? Ocean of emotion type of energy. Like somebody was like really deep in these feelings here. This is, again, feminine energy, Empress energy. So there could have been competition that somebody learned about. This could have been through dream state or through lunar cycles. And also this could have been ego. I'm getting different stories for pile 2. So there's going to be lots of you watching, and it's going to be for different reasons. So it could have been you and your counterpart activating each other, or it could be two, somebody not knowing who an empress was, or there was an empress competing with kind of like a younger masculine energy, or in and out, or narcissistic masculine type of energy. And again, switch as it applies to you, because it's going to be different for each of you. And again, look at all that turmoil in here. And then the snakes, deception. There was this was transformative though. Whatever this tower moment was, whatever this heartbreak was, whichever side of this you're on, it activated. This was like a spiritual awakening. This was a necessary tower to stay away from, I hear, F boys, F girls, to move towards sacred unions. I'm getting like dry spell, like protecting sacred energy, like Kundalini activation as well. Like somebody was in pieces over this. Somebody was also putting pieces together, like putting pieces of a puzzle together. Your spiritual team could have really been helping you with this, and then you found this out. And it was just like whoosh, like if there was another woman, or you were the other woman, or if you, whatever this is, or if you're the masculine, you thought there was a feminine that was your divine feminine, but it actually wasn't. This was your divine feminine over here. And a lot of mirroring too. If this is, if you're in a union and it's that twin flamey thing, where you guys were mirroring each other and butting heads. Leo energy could be significant, or Leo season. This might come out in Leo season, or did come out in Leo season. 8 August. Significant. All right, so that's kind of what I'm getting here. Libra, I'm getting Libra significant as well. So we got fire energy, and then we've got Libra, Scorpio, and air signs. Significant. All right, so let's see what else we have going on here. So what's happening for pile 2? Moving on. Somebody's moving on. Moving on in grace. Moving on with grace. Grace could be significant. The name Grace. Okay. Commitment. Equal partnership. Yep. Victim or purpose. That's what I was saying. That type of relation. Internal battle. Approval. Divine union. Yep. And critical mass. Light being, surface level. Okay. And then excess. Yes. Oh my gosh. Look, someone is deciding between two enticing options. That's what I said with the two females. Okay, there is the need to make, or it could be two masculine energies, but I was getting feminine energies. There's the need to make a decision in order to prioritize energy and invest in one person rather than two or more. It may be best to make it clear that you are not a second option, and or clearly decide on a romantic partner to invest in. It is wise to make a choice rather than dividing energy or competing for attention. Yup. Yep. Some of you might need to actually move as well because I'm getting the movement card here. So commitment. You are ready to build a strong foundation and put down roots. There's an energy of stability and being clear on what you want. Ensure that both parties are free of commitment fears and move forward with clear intention and communication. It is a beautiful time to work together towards a happy future. Commitment to yourself and the relationship will bring lovely rewards. So somebody wasn't sure. Maybe Spirit's guiding you or your person to commit and focus on one person, not multiple. So equal partnership. This pairing is based on equal effort where both parties give and receive freely. I feel like if it's not balanced, that's where there's discord and destruction, I heard. Each person has balance within themselves, which lends to teamwork and cooperation. In this partnership, each person is able to take accountability for their actions. And then we have victim or perpetrator. Both parties are healing victim consciousness within themselves. Wounds from childhood have been triggered. So that it looks like maybe the feminine is healing heartbreak. The masculine could be healing like commitment. Just with the two cards that we got here, commitment issues, but they're both abandonment wounds I'm getting. So wounds from childhood have been triggered, and each person must search for empowerment to break this cycle. Like being tied down, and then the feminine like being surprised, or like both of you having tower moments, and instead of focusing on that happening again, and keeping options open, like committing to the union, committing to the self, okay? So internal battle, someone is experiencing deep inner conflict with regards to how they show up in a relationship. This is a personal issue and not about you. This person needs to learn this lesson without being rescued or enabled. I feel like Spirit's really, really helping this person. Approval. One or both parties have a self-worth and balance. Yeah, that's part of this wounding, and are seeking approval. And that could be why somebody's not sure. This can also manifest in people-pleasing energy, seeking to fill a void or find validation in how someone else values us. And that is often why people cheat, have affairs, or indecisive, because they have an insecurity within themselves. And so they seek outside validation, okay? So the only approval you require is your own, and it is wise to learn how to meet your own needs rather than asking others, to meet them for you. Take back your power and embrace the possibilities. We have light being. You are a highly intuitive and sensitive being. With this comes a deep level of knowing and capacity to heal. You have a great strength, and that's what I was saying with the mirroring energy, like healing and activating for transformation with the snakes. Shedding skin, shedding old skin. So 46 and 2 could be significant, or a tool. You have a great strength within you, and you will overcome obstacles that have caused you great pain. And that's what we saw, like that heartbreak card, like definitely putting the pieces back together, the pieces of you, putting your pieces back together after a heartbreak, after a tower moment. Sound healing, sound baths, and then like maybe water could be significant because she's submerged in water in that tower card, that have caused you great pain. Your challenges have made you stronger, yes, and wiser, and you will transmute lingering pain for healing and strength. That's what we got with the Justice card as well. Your sacrifices have uncovered a deeper level of self-love and mastery, and a lot of the time, the empath narcissistic relationships teach us self-love as well. What we deserve, what we want, walking away from what no longer serves us, and not tolerating that from anybody, not tolerating being an option, okay? And it's because we have enough self-love, and then we attract that love. So critical mass, someone uses judgment and criticism as a defense mechanism. When we judge others, it relates to having control over another person's choices or behavior. Heavily came out with like that narcissistic empath thing as well. And not to say that this person is a narcissist, because we all kind of have a little bit of narcissistic tendency sometimes, or have learned manipulation if we grew up with toxic parents or unhealed parents, or unhealed loved ones. We can really learn those modalities, and kind of healing that within ourselves, and not putting that into future generations, okay? It brings an air of superiority that can be self-sabotaging. This energy will cause a partner to withdraw and become defensive. It is important to communicate your needs and prioritize yourself first. We're getting a lot about self-love here. Redirect your focus inwards to self-improvement, going inwards and not getting approval from other people, not trying to control another person to feel superior or anything like that. So we have divine union. Even if this was a karmic thing, even if it was a narcissistic empath relationship that broke broke your heart. It served a purpose. You guys had this soul contract to do this, to activate, okay? To heal and mirror things so that you could attract the love that you want, so that you could bring in the love that you want, okay? So this is a beautiful soul bond based in raising your frequency in this lifetime. Yep, it is a connection of self-mastery. It will challenge to get into that Empress energy or Emperor energy, right? It will challenge you in deeply humbling and often painful ways to evolve outside of your comfort zone. This soul has deep love for you, and there is a contract in place, yep, to assist both souls' spiritual evolution. Seek higher vision and lower energies of this connection, and remember, separation is an illusion. And then we have surface level. There is a frequency mismatch. One party has deep spiritual connections and has sacrificed their ego for higher learning, and the other has not. Yep, and you're going to know which one it is in your union. Each path is sacred. However, you must never settle for less than you are worthy of. One party is immature and requires lessons, learning, and growth, whilst the other has learned their lessons and is ready. That's what we got with that Knight of Wands energy, that non-committal, like immature energy. Okay, so one person has learned and the other has not, and there could be an age gap, age difference, just a mismatch in energy or frequency. Someone is out of their depths and this partnership is out of balance. So Spirit's trying to get you to focus on self-love, or your person to focus on self-love. You'll know which side of the spectrum this is, okay? So that's what I have for you, pile 2. Let me know if this resonates. Comment below if you'd like to book a private reading with me to get a little bit more detail on your current situation. The link for that is below. I also offer Reiki, sell artwork, and some other things, okay? So thank you for being here. I love seeing how these connect for each of you in the different ways, since it's a general reading. And thank you again for being here in love and light. Bye. Okay, pile 3. What do we have going on in your union? We have 8 of Cups. That is lovely. So I feel like feminine energies are watching this. And if you're a masculine, it could be that you're inquiring about a feminine energy who is learning to walk towards wish fulfillment. The feminine energy in this could be getting back to a grounded nature, back into the heart space, is following and trusting her heart and understanding this spiritual journey. And we have awakening. Okay, okay, so we have awakening, perspective, and transformation. Okay, so yes. The female is leaving past heartbreak behind, leaving what no longer serves behind, and understanding the emotions, like actually elevating here, having a different perspective on life lessons, and again, getting more grounded in the heart space, being more vulnerable, expressing emotions. And I feel this is more like a pure energy. And the way that this woman is wearing not that much clothing, learning to fully embrace the feminine energy. The feminine is really learning to embrace the spiritual journey, the spiritual lesson here. And nature spirits could be working with this. Again, an awakening. So I feel there has been an awakening here, and I'm getting more with the feminine energy. So if you're masculine, your feminine has had an awakening here. If you're a feminine, you know that this is you. You're seeing things in the sacredness, the connectedness. You're seeing whatever this is from a higher perspective. Feathers could be significant. There could have been some root chakra healing. Again, getting grounded. The feminine is getting more grounded and understanding the cosmos. This is making me think of like also where there was rest. There was rest needed here. And this is more of that, there's pink and red. So again, in the heart space and also getting grounded. And this is making me think of that painting. So I don't know if you're an artist or somebody's an artist here, but I feel like there's finally been that activation. This is also making me think of like Dark Night of the Soul energy, and like really feeling like not able to move, really depressed, and having a different perspective on that, and finally having this transformation. And again, there's like a really famous painting where she's out in the field like this. And I feel like the feminine is about to get up and start walking towards wish fulfillment now. Understanding the spiritual aspect of this, having this awakening, I'm going to move this actually. Change of perspective after the Dark Night of the Soul energy, having this awakening finally, like really understanding the emotions, overcoming emotional burdens, hurdles, getting support as well, seeing the light, walking towards the light, getting up, getting grounded, and going towards the light. This moon cycle could be significant as well. Somebody could do astrology. That's kind of coming through as well. So what's happening here, I feel this is more focused on the feminine energy, finally having that awakening, finally getting out of the Dark Night of the Soul energy. So if you're a masculine that's been waiting for the feminine, I feel like this is finally happening, finally seeing the light. The door has finally opened. Okay. If you're the feminine, that's what's happening right now. All of this was happening to activate into Empress energy. All right, so let's get some more cards here. Angelic presence was on the bottom. I'm going to put that over here. Okay, I'm going to shuffle these, I hope. It's funny, usually in the pile 3, I get to shuffle. All right, so what's going on here? So this was definitely a self-love journey. I'm hearing like a deficit. Somebody was maybe more focused on that, or needed to recharge. Have a perspective shift. I'm hearing mind games could have been something here as well. What's going on? Not that many cards are coming out. So going within, again, you have all this within you. There's a part of me that's just like, you don't even need to watch these readings anymore because you have this within you. So you could be a fellow tarot reader. You could be somebody who has this knowledge, and you're getting signs and synchronicities. We got transmutation, soul fire. Dig deep. Self-forgiveness. We have miscommunication. I'll try and get just like 2 more. But I feel like you already know. Healthy boundaries, yeah. And then imposter. Okay. And then we have forgiveness. Forgiveness is key. Forgiving yourself as well, okay? Because we have self-forgiveness here. All right, so we have angelic presence. Even though it may feel quite the opposite, you were, like understanding this, having that different perspective. You were at the right place at the right time. In an act of service, you took part in a soul's invitation to enlightenment. And I feel like this person did this for you as well. So if your life fell apart and you're like, why did this happen to me? Did I make a wrong choice? Did I go down the wrong path? No, and you're understanding this, okay? I feel like your guides are really trying to get you to focus on that. And again, nature could be really healing. I don't know if you go somewhere tropical to heal. You go to like a retreat or something. It could be very significant, like some sort of ceremony. Practice could be illuminating to help with the mind. Like I know they're doing stuff with PTSD and psilocybin, ayahuasca, things of that nature. That could be something you could look into. Okay, so your presence unlocked an aspect of another's heart, which is a precious gift, 100%. So even if it's not for a lifetime, it was for a season, okay? So love is unconditional, and this gift will be returned to you in divine time. Like, when is it my turn? It's coming. Transmutation. You have been bitten by a snake and are learning to transmute poison. Yes. This is a powerful medicine and takes time and patience to understand. Yes. Okay. Once you have learned to withstand the poisonous bites of others, you learn to avoid danger and overcome painful circumstances. Okay. You are moving to a place of awareness, to healthy boundaries and protection from harm. Yes. Like, this isn't going to happen to you again. You're going to learn to trust your heart and understand the spiritual aspect of this, okay? So soul fire. This relationship stirs your soul fire. It is a catalyst of change and growth. Yes. Within your soul's evolution, there may be a lot of instability and creativity with this wild chemistry and kundalini energy. Chemistry is not the same. This is supposed to be as compatibility, and it is important to ensure that there is a strong foundation to build on your fiery passion. Allow the fire to stir your heart and not burn you. Dig deep. Are you missing information? Getting to know people before getting into relationships. Getting to know people kind of is a lesson here, or a boundary, before giving of oneself completely, okay? There is something that needs to be revealed in order to bring new perspective, and we have that new perspective card here. New perspective, okay? You may have to be patient and focus on life-affirming situations, people, places, or things. As you like going home, I don't know if you need to go home or go visit family to help with this, or spiritual family, or soul friends, soul tribe to help you through this, okay? Or things as you allow the universe to bring you the information that you require to move forward in a certain situation. Be patient and go with the flow of the universe. Release resistance. Like, just go with the flow. Allow this awakening to happen. I don't know if you go to a lake or the mountains or something like that. A significant self-forgiveness is required to move forward in your healing journey. It is a part of your path to make mistakes and to learn lessons from experiences. It is safe to forgive yourself first before working towards forgiving others. Yes, I need to forgive yourself for the situation, and understanding, though, that this was divinely guided. This was divinely orchestrated to elevate, to transcend, to transmute. Miscommunication. Wires have been crossed and there has been a misunderstanding between two parties. Each person must be willing to work together and learn better communication skills. You can begin to pay attention to subtle energies, listen intently to yourself and others. It's time to learn a new way to communicate from a place of love rather than fear. Like arguing, tit for tatting, pointing the finger. Like, understand your part in this as well, or understand the other person's part and the contribution you made, and forgiveness of self, healthy boundaries. You have moved from having no boundaries, to developing healthy ones. You have stood your ground and refused to settle. Good for you. Keep your standards high and know this is your sacred right to protect your life force. Yes. An imposter. Someone is hiding their true self in this situation. Fear of getting hurt or not knowing themselves well enough has someone pretending to be something else. This defense mechanism is an attempt to control how deep a connection can go. There is limitation and lack here. Someone has to find the courage to be vulnerable and authentic. And you can't get other people to do the work. When you do the work, other people will meet you at that frequency, okay? So that's what I have for you here. And if any of you are suffering from imposter syndrome as well, like if you're a creative person, a need to heal that as well and transmute that. Trusting in oneself and where you're guided. Again, I'm getting heavily that you might be a reader yourself, intuitive or creative yourself, and you have the answers within you. And you have all this within you to create as well, okay? Maybe getting some rest. You've been through a period of rest, and this was just something that needed to play out for your awakening, okay? So that's what I have for you, pile 3. Like it if you liked it. If you want to book a private reading with me, the links for that are below in my description box at my Etsy shop. I'm sending you love and light. Bye.